Back and doing another YouTube video. It's your boy Uriah G. Today we're gonna react to 10 wrestlers WWE never wants back. Let's get right into the video.
Booking.com has all kinds of stuff.
We have an advertisement to start off. That usually is what happens.
Ten wrestlers WWE don't ever want back. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Number 10, Mr. Kennedy. Mr. Kennedy was unceremoniously booted from the company in 2009 for allegedly dropping Randy Orton right on his head on Raw. Kennedy's
And Mr. Kennedy was really good talent too. You know, he used to be in TNA. Mr. Anderson. They should bring Mr. Kennedy back. I don't know if he'll ever do another run in the company. But yeah, he had dropped Randy Orton on his neck or his head, and Randy Orton told Vince, you know, you need to let him go, and that's what he's about to get into it.
WWE exit was one of the more controversial exits of all time, as it was widely believed that Orton played politics to get Kennedy fired. Kennedy should have been given another chance. Despite the former WWE US champion having success in other promotions, most notably TNA, where he was multi-time world champion, WWE have shown zero interest whatsoever in bringing him back. In 2025, during an interview with Chris Van Vliet, Kennedy outright stated that he wants a WWE comeback.
I would definitely know. I think the animosity was like, instead of looking at myself, I was looking at, you know, this person did this and that person did that, and like they screwed me.
Whilst a cameo in the future is possible, this would have likely happened following Kennedy's run in TNA. An appearance of any kind in this immediate future seems extremely unlikely. Number 9, Jack Swagger.
Bro, Jack Swagger, underrated. A lot of people do not like Jack Swagger. They say his world title reign wasn't good. His, you know, Money in the Bank thing wasn't good. I mean, he isn't the best or one of the best wrestlers, but, you know, he was just in my opinion, a good mid-card wrestler. You know what I mean? Them giving him World Heavyweight Championship, they pushed him. So, you know, they gave him a little spotlight. They gave him some rivalries with Big Show when he had the world title, because he had wrestled him at Over the Limit 2010. He had some other rivalries before he dropped the title, I'm pretty sure, but, you know, he won US title before. Let's continue.
Jake Hager, aka Jack Swagger, left AEW. There were rumors that he could potentially re-sign with the WWE. This was supported by numerous names, including Zeb Coulter, pushing him for a return. But ultimately, these returns would quickly die down. There were never any substantial reports that WWE had any remote interest in bringing him back. While Swagger was a former world champion in WWE, he is considered to be one of the worst world champions of all time. Additionally, Swagger's less than stellar run in AEW hasn't exactly made him Mr. Popular amongst the audience, so WWE may have simply reacted to the lack of demand to see him return. Number 8, Ryback. Ryback has become one of the most controversial names in wrestling since his 2016 WWE exit. Ryback thrives on causing as much controversy as humanly possible, and most of the comments go way too far. It's never been reported that WWE are interested in bringing him back, and it's easy to see why, as he hasn't exactly evolved as a wrestler or a human being since exiting the company. Despite this, Ryback is utterly obsessed with teasing a comeback, and he even posted a video that would set out key conditions for his return.
Now that Vince is gone, I am well moved on past the situation. I wish them all the best. I am doing great. I am at peace with everything on that. And I won what I needed to win. They're doing good. I'm doing good. And life is good. I've got my health back. I've been blessed. Very grateful for everything.
Would you guys want to see Ryback back in the company, or?
For something like that to even remotely happen, some serious wrongs need to be righted. And it would most honestly probably take The Rock getting involved for something to get done.
Now, it's not just WWE have shown no interest in bringing Ryback to the company, it's also the fans.
You was almost finna get that push, but he ain't capitalized with it. Let's continue.
Ryback ran a poll on his Twitter account in 2023 saying, "Now that I'm in possession of my Ryback trademark, would you want the big guy to return?" Putting possibilities of AEW, WWE, Impact or MLW, or to just simply retire. The fans mostly picked to retire. But
They really put retire. I ain't gonna say nothing, but yeah.
Ryback Matt didn't stop there, and he put another poll up saying, "We have blocked all the trolls and fraudulent accounts who negatively skewed the other polls. This is the final and official, where do you want Ryback to return? I ask you, don't vote retire as a joke. This is legit as it gets, and we'll have no choice but to respect the results." Again, around 66% said outright retire. Not only that, but the idea of The Rock getting actively involved in bringing Ryback back is rather hilarious. Ryback is definitely a name that believes his own hype.
You guys tell me in the comments, you know, the full backstory. Just summarize and tell me the real reason why he ended on bad terms with WWE.
Number 7, Eva Marie. The former WWE star Eva Marie was a name that was given countless opportunities to succeed.
Oh, we're not gonna talk about Eva Marie. Her gimmick is so... Bro, she had malfunctions, and her gimmick, she was making excuses every week, talking about I can't wrestle because she would have a malfunction or something. It was just... She's probably gonna get into it.
The WWE. While she was indeed thrown into the deep end in 2013, she was often paired with experienced women such as Natalya, so there was zero excuse as to why she offered no improvement. Marie would also have training outside of WWE as well as training in NXT. When she would wrestle, fans began to assume that the run was a running joke, as Marie was one of the worst in-ring workers WWE have ever seen. WWE would even commit to giving Marie a second run in the company during the COVID-19 era. It was hardly a surprise that this was a total bust, and she showed little to no improvement at all in the ring. In the years after her final WWE exit, Marie has continuously teased another WWE run, but it appears that WWE aren't remotely interested in bringing the all-red everything back for one final shot at
Or just change her character up a little bit.
stardom. Number 6, Matt Riddle. Her behavior and budget cuts were cited as two of the key reasons for WWE's release of Matt Riddle. Even though Riddle was known to be somewhat problematic in WWE, he was extremely talented, and to his credit, he remained over with the audience on the main roster. In the years since...
Guys, Wawa has...
Man, I don't care, man. How are y'all today? Let's continue.
spoke openly regarding his interest in another run in the company. During an interview with Developmentally Speaking, the former US champion stated that he would love to come back.
Yeah, for sure. If they would ever have me back, I would definitely go back, you know. I think for me, though, I think the amount of time I was working there and the length of time I worked there, I think I was just a little overwhelmed. And then having me go to rehab for a couple months, you know, I don't know if you know anything about rehab. It's not a vacation. It's like fun. It's brutal.
And you can never say never when it comes to ex-WWE talent returning, but WWE seems steadfast on keeping Riddle away from the company as much as possible, and they're likely under the impression that it's too much of a risk to bring him back into the fold once more after so much baggage he carries. Number 5, Enzo Amore. Enzo Amore was a name that could have been a big star in WWE. Amore was
a great tag team and everything. One of my favorite tag team heel turns too of all time.
incredibly charismatic, and he was one of the best talkers in the company. Unfortunately, behavior both inside and outside the WWE was his complete downfall, and when he was released from WWE in 2018, they cut ties with him completely. WWE wanted nothing to do with him, and in a 2019 interview, Triple H would publicly declare that WWE do not want him back, and there was zero interest in him having another run. A crucial factor in WWE having no interest in bringing him back is the locker room. Amore wasn't exactly popular backstage, and he was infamously kicked off the tour bus by Roman Reigns. The majority of names that Amore upset all those years ago are still active in WWE, so they would take immediate issue with him being brought back. Number 4, Velveteen Dream. At one point in time, fans were utterly convinced that the Velveteen Dream was going to be such a star in WWE that they would even fantasy book Dream to face John Cena at WrestleMania. Dream had all the tools, yet sadly his own behavior ruined his entire career.
He was even in Tough Enough, if y'all remember that show, back in like 2016, 2015, WWE Tough Enough.
His WWE run was
Bro, whoa.
Since his release, Dream hasn't shied away from causing trouble, as he's been arrested multiple times for battery, trespassing, and possession of drug paraphernalia. WWE may have wanted to give Dream another chance, but the nature of the accusations towards him and the crimes he's been arrested for are far too serious. It also doesn't help that in recent months...
Guys, I did not know that was about to appear on my screen. As we, I was trying to skip it as quick as possible, but I eventually did.
Dream has been demanding an apology from WWE for their alleged wrongdoing. Ultimately, Dream is a name that is never going to return to WWE, and his behavior since exiting the company has all but confirmed this. Number 3 is Zack Ryder. When Zack Ryder exited from WWE in 2020, he decided to explore a new path on the independent circuit, as well as making appearances in both AEW and TNA. Ryder's run on the indies would become so successful that he would label himself as
He won all those titles? Y'all tell me, there's no way. That's that Matt Cardona, aka Zack Ryder.
the king of the indies. Based on how well he was doing outside the WWE, it was only a matter of time before they asked him if they wanted him to return. The call, for whatever reason, never came, and according to Ryder himself during an interview with Chris Van Fleet, he's even reached out to WWE to see if they were interested.
And this time when he comes back, they should make him WWE champion, because Zack Ryder ain't never got pushed that heavy. I mean, he won US title, IC title, which was a big moment for him at WrestleMania when he won the IC title in the ladder match.
Something. I don't know what it is. I've reached out many times, actually a few times. Every couple of months when something cool happens or I have something to say, hey, look what I'm doing. There's been no offer. Everything's very nice, professional, but there's no offer. And you know what? It is what it is. I'm going to keep working my ass off.
Unlike most names on this list, it's hard to work out why exactly WWE doesn't want Ryder back. Ryder was popular backstage during his initial run, and with his wife Chelsea Green being a prominent fixture on TV, it would make a world of sense to offer Ryder another deal. Number 2, Dean Ambrose. The former WWE champion Dean Ambrose was highly critical of WWE when he left in 2019. Ambrose took issue with the way WWE was run as a unit, and although changes have been made in the TKO era, it's likely that certain key names in WWE hold a lot of resentment towards him and won't exactly be pushing for a return. It's unlikely that Ambrose, who now uses the name Jon Moxley in AEW, would even want to return. He's presented as the top star in the company, and he's in the midst of a substantial run as AEW World Champion. The only time it could look like a viable option for him to return to the company would be a Hall of Fame induction, this induction of course being alongside his Shield stablemates Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. And number 1, Brock Lesnar. Upon being referenced in the Janelle Grant lawsuit, all creative plans involving Brock Lesnar were immediately scrapped. WWE couldn't possibly feature Lesnar on TV whilst the lawsuit was ongoing, and whilst Lesnar hasn't been totally erased, there's little chance of him returning before the lawsuit is formally settled. The latest update when it came to Lesnar was offered in April of 2025, with Fightful Select reporting, "We're told that there's been no consideration or conversations regarding bringing him back." The last official update from WWE's side was delivered by Triple H, but this was way back following WrestleMania 40 in 2024. This update saw Triple H ignoring the lawsuit and simply stating that Lesnar was at home being Brock.
At one point, there was a conversation with Brock about Royal Rumble quite a long time ago. Right now, Brock is home being Brock, and we'll see where that leads to, from here. But the status is the same as it's been before. Brock is not gone from WWE. He's just home being Brock.
There are rumors virtually every month that Lesnar is returning to WWE, yet these rumors never come to fruition. As the more time that passes, the less likely that a Lesnar return ever happens, and it wouldn't come as too much of a surprise if Lesnar's match versus Cody Rhodes at 2023 SummerSlam ends up being Lesnar's final ever WWE matchup. But there you have it, folks.
Alright, that was 10 wrestlers WWE never wants back. Tell me what you guys want to see next in the comments down below. I got more videos coming. Stay tuned, subscribe, like, comment, and yeah, Uriah out.